I'm sure that Kate, you always take a sharp interest in.
Senior women's 1500-meter final presented by Applin Martin Engineering, Architecture, Planning, Surveying. There is Regan Yee. She won the steeplechase on Thursday. Courtney Huffsmith from the U of C Athletics Club. Alexandra Lucky from Toronto West Athletics. She was 5th at the championships last year. Cameron Ormond from the Royal City Athletics Club. Kyla Nagum from the University of Regina Track and Field Club. Simone Plourde from St. Laurent Select. Florence Caron from the University of Laval. Holly McGillivray from the Vancouver Thunderbirds. Kate Current from the London Western Track and Field Club, 4th last year at the Canadian Championships. And here is the defending champion, Lucia Stafford, Tokyo Olympian. She was the fastest woman in the 1500 meters at those Olympics to not make it through to the final.
Well, we just saw one Olympian bested in the men's 1500 meters. But Lucia Stafford, far and away, the top athlete heading into this final. She's just been on fire. Not only significantly ahead of anyone else in Canada in the rankings in this event, she's also the top-ranked Canadian in the 800 meter, having run 2 minutes, 0.47 earlier this season. And we talked about how tenacious Regan Yee is. She'll be a force to be reckoned with here today as well. We saw that on display in the steeplechase. Well, talk about gutsy running. I can think of very few athletes who are tougher than Lucia Stafford.
And we are away in the senior women's 1500 meter final. Lucia Stafford starting on the outside. She has run the qualifying standard for the World Championships. And she's going to tuck
Adam,
in right there.
Tuck in well, and I've got to say, that was a really interesting opening 100 meters for those who caught it. It was Stafford and Kate Current on the outside in lanes 11 and 12, and the rest of the field tucked right into lane 1 as soon as the gun went off. And it took Current and Stafford the full length of that backstretch to position themselves, and they've done so very well. Current sitting in second, just ahead of Stafford. And then that is Plourde in the lead right now. Of course, Plourde coming in with a fantastic season herself, having run 4:06.47. She also ran 4:06 to win La Classique and looked excellent in her heats. So she's one to watch in this race and moving forward as well.
She was 6th at the Canadian Championships last year. A strong season on the Athletics Canada Tour as well. She won the Harry Jerome and La Classique. That Harry Jerome victory came right here at the McLeod Athletic Park.
You see Regan Yee in the purple kit and the sunglasses, just trying to find her position along this home stretch. Another runner, as I mentioned, just tough as nails, and one of the few sub 4:10 runners in this field. Stafford tucked comfortably on the inside. Again, that's mature running. covering the shortest possible distance and saving everything for the final kick. They went through in about 72 seconds for the opening 400. So that is quite pedestrian, and they've picked it up to 217 through 800. So that was about 65. A big injection there as they continue winding it up. And Current, keep an eye on her. She doesn't come in with one of the fastest seed times, but she is another very consistent runner. She's ready for a big breakthrough. She's run right around that 4:10, 4:11 mark in almost every race she's run this season. And she looks pretty comfortable and confident up in second place ahead of the Olympian. Adam, they're going to hit the bell in just over 3 minutes and look for a really fast final lap here. Stafford to the front, Sim behind her, going with her. She is the defending U Sport cross country champion, but can anyone match Plourde and Stafford over the final 350 meters?
Plourde still leading the way. Stafford trying to make her move. She's in second right now. Plourde perhaps sensing Stafford lurking and has upped her turnover. Just over 200 meters left to go. It's Current running in third right now. Plourde still leading the way in the final 200 meters. Stafford, what has she got in her for this final two? And she's making the move on the outside now. They're shoulder to shoulder coming out of the turn. Now Stafford starts to pull away. Lucia Stafford turning it on. And she is going to make it back-to-back 1,500-meter Canadian titles. She's through 4:09.52, closes in 62 seconds to take the gold. Plourde through for the silver, 4:10.36 for her. And Regan Yee picks up the bronze. Continuing to have a very strong championship is the Langley Mustang.
It is such a great time to be a fan of track and field in Canada, and particularly this event. Lucia Stafford, like I said, I could just go on and on about her strength and her tenacity. She is one of the gutsiest runners I've ever met. She never gives up and finds another gear to go around Plourde. And she had to work for it. Plourde, to her credit, she's a beautiful runner to watch. She's got really nice compact form, driving strong for the line, but the 2-minute 800-meter speed of Olympian Lucia Stafford is not to be matched. 62 for all three of our medalists. Like you said, Regan Yee, enormous close for her. So now we have our steeplechase winners both taking home bronze medals in the 1,500 meter as Yee joins Jean-Simon Desgagnés with that title.
Let's go down trackside and hear from the now two-time Canadian champion in the 1,500 meters, Lucia Stafford.